interventions if your soldier was deemed yellow on the shoulder flexion screen for the leg tuck portion of the ACFT. Okay, so Jake was yellow. He couldn't keep his spine in contact with the wall and get his thumbs in contact with the wall behind him without sacrificing position. So we're gonna work on some mobility drills to improve his shoulder range of motion and core strength, okay? So we're gonna have him actually get back into that testing position. His feet are against the wall, away from the wall enough that he can really press his spine into the wall and keep his head in contact. Now we're gonna get more specific. We're gonna actually have him hold a dowel, a short dowel, in the same testing position. So for the leg tuck position, we're gonna be hanging from a dowel with a kind of front to back grip, okay? Which requires even more mobility than the test we did, okay? So we're gonna have him find a place on the dowel where he's gonna go overhead and actually make contact, okay? And then over time, we're gonna see if we can decrease that distance so that he's getting further and further over the course of days, weeks, and months, okay? So one thing to talk about or think about when you're selecting which hand to put in front of the other, if you have no history of injury, you probably want your dominant hand as the closest hand, because you're going to get a little bit more pull from the closer hand when you're hanging from the bar, okay? However, if you have a history of injury, or definitely a difference in shoulder motion, you want the shoulder that's been injured or more vulnerable, or the one that has less range of motion further away. So that could be your dominant hand, and you might want to protect that guy by getting it actually further away. So kind of depending on whether you have an injury history or a very restricted shoulder, you might want to put that one further away from your body. If you don't have any issues, put your dominant hand closest to your body because you'll be stronger in that pulling position, okay? So we know Jake struggled quite a bit to get his thumbs close to the wall, so we're gonna give him a good distance, so go ahead and grab. Jake's got an injury of a couple shoulder surgeries, so we're gonna have him put his left hand further away from his body, okay? He's gonna lock out his elbows. He's gonna keep his spine and his head in contact, and he's gonna reach overhead and try to make contact with that dowel to the wall, okay? And he can even put some force into it to train those muscles that push up into it, okay? So not too bad there. He's gonna come back down, okay? And he's gonna try to inch up that dowel a little bit, and we're gonna try to find a spot where he's maybe just barely coming off the wall, so it's kind of a struggle, okay? So he's gonna reach. Good, lock out those elbows, right? So again, he's got a little more tension through his shoulders, so he's developing that mobility, but at the same time, he's developing his core strength against his shoulder tightness, okay? We're doing about a 5-second hold, back down, maybe inch up one more time. Good, super strong here, head's in contact, lock out your elbows, good. So you can see over time, as he's able to crawl down that dowel and get it closer to the wall, he's going to improve his mobility and his core strength against the tightness in his shoulders. So that's the first exercise we'll do to work on our screening position for the leg tuck. Hey, if you like this video and find it valuable, please hit that like button and subscribe to the Movement Guides YouTube channel.